Well, as you can see, I boiled a whole bunch of potatoes. Still got some in the pot because I'm going to make potato salad and I'm going to make a rosti uh, with these potatoes. First, I've got to peel them. I let them cool off because they were just way too hot to do anything with. But I just filled a pot full of potatoes. But they're so much easier to peel. Smells like a potato. After they're cooked. But I had a bunch of potatoes in there and they were in my cabinet for quite a while. So I wanted to get them out and do something with them here. And I've been wanting to make potato salad for a while, so that gave me a good excuse to make potato salad. Because whenever I get them all peeled, I'll have potato salad and maybe even other potatoes left over to eat this week. Not to mention that all these peelings are going to be good in the compost. And once you boil the potatoes and you put the potatoes in your compost, see, they're not going to sprout. A cooked potato will not sprout, so you don't have to worry about potatoes coming up randomly in your compost after you put it out in your buckets or your totes or whatever you're going to plant in or put your compost in. I'm going to put part of them in that bowl because I'm going to do something else with them. Part of them in this bowl because I'm going to make my potato salad. And you know, there's so many things you can do with a cooked potato. You can turn them into a completely different dish. You can slice them up and fry them. Like I said, you make potato salad. And you're going to make a dish that I'm going to make for supper for myself tonight. Quick, easy meal. These are still a little warm, but they're not hot. I mean, you know, they're warm, but they're okay to handle. Get me some more potatoes. But I'll make this bowl of potato salad and I'll have potato salad for this week. And I won't have to buy it made already, so. I like my own potato salad better. And basically all I have to do is cut them up, you know. And a lot of people will tell you it's better to boil your potatoes whole. I mean, sometimes I'll cut them up and I'll boil them and then just make the potato salad like that. But you can do it this way too. And I know my mom did this. She boiled her potatoes first, and then she peeled them and then put them in her bowl to make her potato salad. I think because the potatoes stay together better that way. I guess. But I've done it both ways, so it's just whichever way you prefer. And these peelings will actually, I don't even have to use a knife. You can actually just rub the peeling right off of it. Just like that. That way you don't even waste that much. You don't waste any of your potato. That is if you can get it peeled off. You might have to cut around the eyes. And yes, y'all, potatoes have eyes. I usually do my new potatoes out of the garden this way, so I don't have to peel them and lose half of my potato. Like I said, you might want to cut around one of the eyes. I'll do this one other potato. But this is a great way to preserve your potatoes. You know, if you've had them in the cabinet a long time and you're afraid they're going to go bad or something, you can just boil your whole bag of potatoes and make several different dishes all at one time. And then keep some of your potatoes, leave the peeling on them and just refrigerate them till you're ready to use them. And then you can either dice them up and fry them, or you can slice them up and fry them, or make you another potato salad if you wanted to, depending on how many potatoes you saved. There, now I've got several potatoes here that I'm going to save. And I'll put them in a different dish this week. But now I don't have to worry about them going bad. especially in this heat. Because I had one of them to go bad already, and I didn't realize what it was. I kept smelling something in the kitchen. And finally, I dug all the stuff out from under the sink. And when I pulled the potato bag out from under the sink, I found out what I had been smelling. It was a potato that had went bad. And that's one reason I decided to go ahead and do this. Let's see, I've got an onion. I gotta get my onion. Well, I thought I had an onion. I'll just get another onion. Find a little one in here. Found a little one. Now you can make your potato salad any way you want, but this is the way I do it for myself. But I know some people don't like onions, so if I'm going to just fix it for myself and know no one else is going to be coming to eat that don't like onions, then I put onions in it. I'm not even going to get the cutting board out. Just cutting it up really fine, or dicing it up a little, fine. I don't want great big hunks in there. And I'm only going to put about half of this onion in there. Because it's just a small bag. I mean a small bowl of potato salad. I had boiled a couple of eggs. Needed something different to put here, so. They say fresh eggs are hard to peel, but Well, I'm not getting anywhere with this egg. Usually I boil them and take them right out of the hot water and throw them right in a cold water bath. And it does something to the membrane that lets you peel the egg really easy. I didn't do that this time. I just let them stay in the pot till they had cooled off. Make sure I get the peelings off. I don't want shells in my potato salad. I'm just going to cut it up in there. Because when you stir it up, you know, and make your potato salad, they're going to break up a little more anyway. So that's all right. I've got one more I'm going to put in there. Best way to get every bit of those little pieces of shell off of your egg is just put it under the faucet and rinse it off, and all of your eggshell will go up down the drain. Or what little pieces are left on there. And I always like to put mustard in mine. And my container is just about empty. But that's enough to go in there. Put a little bit of salt. And this is chow chow that I made. And basically what it is green cucumbers, bell peppers, and stuff like that pickled. And I'm just going to put some of that right in there. So it's basically about putting the same as a pickle relish. I'm going to put some pepper. And I forgot my paprika. That's red pepper. I don't want red pepper. I like putting paprika in my potato salad and deviled eggs. And then you can put your mayo, your salad dressing, whatever you prefer to put. I think I need just a little more than that. Because I've got quite a bowl here. And then we're just going to mix it. And I'm mixing it gently. I don't want to break up my potatoes into mashed potatoes, you know. I want my potatoes to stay solid. But when you boil your potatoes with the skin on, leaving them whole, and then peeling them and cutting them up after they are cooked, your potato pieces will stay together better. I mean, they won't break up and look like mashed potatoes. Give this a taste. I'll take the first bite. That's good potato salad there. I'm just wiping the top off. And I'm going to put my lid on it and store it in the refrigerator in a few minutes. Now, you probably wondered what I was going to do with this. This is going to be dinner. Get stuff off of the stove. We're just going to mash it like you would if you were going to mash potatoes. For mashed potatoes. And that should be good enough. Now I'll bring, oh, I gotta get my butter. Well, I can use my oil. I'll just use olive oil this time. And I am gonna cook my potato first. Get it over here so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm also going to get a little frying pan. Because I'm going to cook just a few pieces of bacon. And you can't see that. Let me take my canner off of my stove. Well, that doesn't matter. Get it out of the way. Little buddy, what are you doing? You got food in your bowl, go eat it. I'm not giving you no more. You already got half a bowl in there. Go ahead and get my bacon in my pan. And I usually cut my bacon in half. Unless, I'm going to use it to wrap around something. If I'm just going to fry it for myself, I will cut it in half. Because I can manage it in the pan better that way. For the way I want to fry it. Because I like my bacon crispy. I don't like parts on it that are not crispy. And I'll just put this over here to put my bacon in. Y'all probably wondering, well, what is she doing? Well, I'm cooking a dish. It's called a roasty. Roasty. I'm not sure how to pronounce it correctly. And I probably got a little bit too much potato. But I'm going to try to put it in like a lump to put down in my pan. There you go. And I want it to stay together. Yeah, I did put it in there before the pan got hot because I didn't want to burn my finger putting it in there, so. Probably need just a little bit more oil. I lost my 7-Up. And you can salt it. Put a little bit of pepper. And now we just need to fry it. And I want it brown and crispy on each side, so. And you can see that was nothing but potato that I put in there. And I try not to get the heat too high on my bacon, because I don't want it popping all over the stove if I can help it. But that is not cooperating with me. There. Yeah, it's going to pop regardless, so. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, instead of putting the chow chow relish that I used in my potato salad, you can use dill pickle relish, you can use sweet pickle relish, any kind of the pickle that you want. Do you want to go back outside, little buddy? Come on. Go. He doesn't know if he wants to be in or out. He'll come in, get him a bite to eat, and then he's out the door again. Which, that's fine with me. He's not my cat. I just let him come in and I feed him because it seemed like nobody's feeding him anymore. And he's a sweet cat. But I don't let him stay in the house. I did let him stay in a few days when it was so hot. Because, I mean, even the poor critters can't handle it when it's 109 degrees outside. And I don't want to burn my bacon. That'll be cooling off. And I should not have made it quite that big. It's not going to work like I wanted it to. It's supposed to stay together. Probably flipped it too soon. Yeah, usually if you leave it till it gets brown enough on one side, it's like a solid, crispy brown potato, and you can flip it over and it doesn't fall apart. I was anxious and I flipped it too soon. But that's okay. We can let it stay this way till it gets good and crispy on it, on the bottom, And then I'll flip it over again. Take this opportunity to add a little bit of salt, not much. And it's not coming out of the shaker very fast, so don't think I'm over salting it, because I'm not. A little bit of pepper. It takes a little bit of time because you want it to get it good and brown, so it does not come apart. Because that's nothing but a boiled potato that was squished or mashed. And then we just form it into like a patty and then fry it really crisp. Don't do like I did and flip it over too soon, because it's got to be crispy. It's just a different way to fix your potato. Without putting a lot of ingredients in it. Getting brown enough. I want it to stay together when I flip it. Almost. If I'd have made my patty smaller, it would have worked better. I jumped the gun on the potatoes. I put too much potato in there. 2 small potatoes would have been enough. I put actually three small potatoes. I like to keep my cooking surfaces clear or clean as possible. I know I've got a lot of stuff cluttered up on it, but you can still keep it clean. Trying to see under it without breaking it up. I know it's going to break apart when I take it out of here, because it's not turning out the way it's supposed to. I put too much potatoes in there, so when you make yours, don't put quite as much potato. It would flip a lot easier if I had not made it so big. So lessons learned. But it's still getting brown the way it's supposed to. And I'm just slowly pushing it back together is what I'm doing. Turn that heat off and let's see if I can get it out of the pan and into my plate without destroying it too bad. Like I said, don't put quite as much potato as I did. Use 2 small ones. Something almost half the size of what I made here. But this is still going to be good. Now I'm going to take my egg. All that crunchy on there is going to be so good. Turn that heat down because I don't want my egg popping everywhere. And I don't want to break my yolk. It's almost like a hash brown, but there's nothing mixed in it, just potato, salt, and pepper. And a little bit of oil that you cook it in. And I like to slow cook my eggs. I don't like them popping and all this stuff that you see going on when some people fry their eggs. Just gonna pop it over once. I don't want to bust my yolk. I don't want to break my yolk. And I like mine kind of soft fried for this kind of dish. Put my egg right on top. Turn my burner off. Put my bacon on. And there you go. That's dinner. And when you cut into your egg, that yolk will just spread out over the potatoes. And like I said, I don't like it too soft, but I do like it a little soft. There I got bacon and I got egg and I got potato on there. Y'all take a bite. That's good, y'all. So there you go. I just showed you how to make potato salad, a whole bowl of potato salad, the way I make it, and then a rosti. Don't that look good? Please like, share, and subscribe to my videos. I'll see you on my next one. Bye now.